Hello everyone! This hour on Verbling, the next in my Hot Topic series, we're going to be reading, discussing, debating the hot topic, The New Men in Black, a recent article in The Guardian about some controversial decisions made in the world of football and how prepared referees really are to do their jobs. So it's a very interesting article, and there's a lot to talk about. While we're waiting for people to come in, I'm going to do a quick introduction. Some of the classes have ended a little bit late. So, I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, if you click on that link in the chat window where it says John Eric, Verbling teacher, you can follow me to see all my upcoming group classes, and of course, you can book a private tutoring session with me to see what a custom-tailored lesson is like. I've taught over 1,000 classes on Verbling since joining 2 years ago in February 2013, but over the last 15 years, I've taught general English to teens, to adults, business English to major multinational companies, and academic courses like the TOEFL and IELTS at high schools and universities in Europe and the United States. So whatever your problems are in English, bring them to me. I will help you fix them by creating a customized learning plan with you. That's all you need to know about me. Let's talk about football. So I'm going to put the link, if you don't have it open, right now in the chat window. And I've got some questions for you. Because you know what I don't know anything about? It's football. I know nothing about it. So hopefully some of you can tell me. Although I used to play it. Let's say a quick hello to Mr. Miko. Hello, Mr. Miko. How are you?
How are you, Mr. John Eric? I'm doing well.
So besides bike touring around, do you play football?
No. Now I have a problem in my knee, so I can't play no football, no team sports. No.
Mm-hmm. No. But do you watch it?
No, especially. I love sports, but I don't watch sports on TV or no. I prefer to play than to watch.
Maybe you're in the wrong class. I need someone who's a football expert in here to help me understand this article. Well, we'll see. It's still very interesting because it has to do with some of the politics that are going on, and that's the part that I want some help with because you all probably know better than me. Let's say hello to Mr. Jorgen. Hello, yes, Jorgen. How are you?
Hi.
Long time no see, Jorgen. Nice to have you back.
Thank you.
You missed some great short stories, Jorgen.
Yes,
some great short stories.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Are you a football fan?
Yes, I am. I support the Danish FCK team.
There you go. All right. You might be our resident expert. I'm going to need some background. Mr. Shinwei, how are you?
Nothing special. Just came back from the river.
Of course. I would expect no less. And yes. What about football? Is it popular in Hong Kong?
I'm sorry. I'm from China, the mainland of China.
Oh, I thought you were in Hong Kong for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. So never mind. What about football? Is it popular in mainland China?
It's not popular in China.
No. Not popular. We're going to find out about it then. And then
in the future, the football will become more popular.
Yeah, you think so?
Because my president likes football.
Is that right?
Yes, yes. my president invest a lot of money on football.
That seems to be going around. A lot of investment in football, like what happened in Brazil. Right, Sabrina? Remember that?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Good morning.
Lots of stadiums in lots of places, and no football teams to play in them. That's where we left off.
Yes, and this is true. Nobody understands why we paid a lot for this, but that's it.
Somebody understands. Somebody does. I don't know who, but someone does.
Somebody won a lot of money with this.
Exactly.
This is the point. But
exactly.
Not the population of Brazil.
So, because here in Portugal, there was some footage on the news of was it in the news, or did I just see it on the internet? But we saw, I don't remember where I was seeing it. I don't think it really made the news, but big protests after, when the, what was it? World Cup? No, what was it? Not World Cup, what was the tournament, Sabrina?
About the World Cup last year or this year? Because now it's normal to be protest here, so you have a lot.
No, I don't mean that. I mean the stadiums were built for what? For the World Cup.
Okay, yes.
Right?
In place they don't have teams to play after the World Cup, like Amazon and Brasilia. Nobody understands this, and maybe São Paulo. That's okay because we have big teams there, so it's possible to pay for this. Paraná, I don't believe. I lived here and I don't believe. And Natal, I think, no, Fortaleza has a big stadium too. This place, they don't have airport. Think about it. It's poor airport. So why we have a big state and you don't have airport? So it's crazy. It's Brazil. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Well, we can talk a bit about that's the political side of football that I think it's not in this article, but it's something that I think we can talk about because the article is written in an interesting way. It doesn't talk about the controversies exactly. Well, actually, let's read it and then we'll talk about it. Let me just say a quick hello to Mr. Jose, who's back again. Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Jose.
John. Hello.
Are you a big football fan, Jose?
No.
No,
I am not a big football fan. I like it, but I am not a big football fan.
Wow, I thought we would be swamped with football fans today. And what about you, Min? Do you play football?
No.
No. No one plays. Oh my God. I need to change the article. We need to do something on art. I don't know what we need to do. Take a look at... Uh-oh. Where's my article? Oh, I didn't open it. Hold on. Let me open it and share it with you. And I got a few vocabulary words that I want you to take a look at before we actually read. Okay, so let me open this up right now. And you can see it here. It's still loading. Yeah, there you go. All right. What do I want to do? Let me go down here. I'm going to scroll down. It's still loading. Give it a second. I've got something for you to take a look at before we start. Is it here? Where is it? Come on. Or maybe it's on the next page. Sorry. Oh yeah, if you want the original article, just click on this link on page 3 and you can go to The Guardian. Because the version I'm giving you is a little bit simplified. Yeah, this is where I want to start. So, what do Americans call football? Who knows?
Soccer.
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 You win the golden football if you can tell me why they call it soccer. By the way, it's not just the Americans, it's also Irish. Americans and Irish both call it soccer. Why do they call it soccer? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
You win the golden football if you can guess.
Because the American football is different.
No, not American football. Why do Americans call European football soccer?
Yes, because to put difference in America and American football and soccer, no?
Nope.
Sorry.
Good guess. Here's the reason. It used to be called soccer when it was invented, and soccer is an abbreviation. It stands for, the soc in soccer stands for association. Association. And so each football team was called an association, and it was shortened to SOC, S-O-C. So I don't remember the exact names, but that's where it comes from. And then it spread to Ireland and then the United States when the Irish came over, and we kept that original name. And probably when American football was invented or became popular, then maybe it separated more. It didn't update the way it did in the UK. But anyway, it comes from the word association, apparently. I looked it up. How many people are, for you people who play or watch, help us out. How many people are usually on the pitch during a football match? Who knows? See, this is the part that I can't help you with.
All the game?
During the match, yeah. During the match.
22 men?
I'm hearing 22. Do we agree?
11, yes. 11.
I'm hearing 22. I'm hearing 11.
No, 11 for each team.
11 for each team is 22.
Yes.
22 players and 3 referees, no?
So that would be 25?
25, yes.
25. 3 referees? Really? Really? 3? I thought it was just 1 referee.
One main
referee.
One main referee and two others on the lines, no?
Yeah, but I'm talking about the people actually on the pitch.
So 23.
So 23, exactly, 23. So 11 for each team, and then 1 referee who's on the pitch. So the pitch, when I say the pitch, I mean on the field. In American English, we say the field, so you might be more familiar with that, and we say the pitch in UK English. Okay? There you go.
Peter, how many people?
So 23 on the pitch, 23, which is
20
players,
22 players and 2 referees.
1 referee.
1 referee.
Yeah, the one
But-
who's actually.
The other guys, the next to the field.
Yeah, but they're not on the field though. They're not actually allowed on the field, so they're on the
the
sidelines.
line. Okay.
Yeah, we call those on the sidelines. On the sidelines, like the coach can't just jump on the field and start pushing people around. Well, some coaches can. I won't mention any names. What about this one? Who is called the man in black?
I think it is the referee, no? Because
it's Will Smith. Did you ever see the movie? No, I'm kidding. You're right.
No.
It's the referee. Yes. Why do I buy?
It is the referee, John?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Yes. I was just kidding. Yes.
Because the referees before he was wearing black clothes, no?
Yeah, like black and white striped shirt.
Yes.
Is that it? Yeah. By the way, not he was wearing, but used to wear. They used to wear. Jose?
Yes.
Not he was wearing.
Ah,
They used
Yeah.
to wear.
they used to wear. Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you say he was wearing, you're talking
Yes.
about a specific person and a specific time.
He used to wear
Exactly.
black clothes. Okay.
So was wearing. By the way, when I say in the chat window, I'm going to try to put some feedback for you. Used to wear. And the feedback, I have a little code. Excuse me. And means that there's a mistake. So was wearing.
Okay.
It actually should be G for grammar, to be honest with you, because it's a different tense. M is for mistake, G is for grammar, W is for new word, P is for pronunciation, and I'll try to use these little codes to help you see what the note means, or what my feedback actually means, okay? Now, these other ones are for you to skim the text, but we're actually going to read, so you don't have to skim the text. Skimming means reading really quickly. You don't have to really do that. I'm just curious if you know what these things are. Forget about Grimsley and walking. That doesn't matter. Look at question number 2. What does PGMOL stand for? Does anyone know? Any of you into UK sports, UK football? PGMOL? Going once? Going twice? No. Okay. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We'll come back to it. Let's skip ahead here. Give me just a second. Okay. I want to make sure that you know what some of these words mean. So, what I want to hear is you say the word, I'll call out the definition, you tell me the best match. Don't worry if you're right or wrong, because we're going to read it and then you'll be able to correct your answers. If you want to cheat, you can. Go to the paragraph in question, okay? And you'll be able to get the context. So let's just go around the room and just say these words really quickly. Here's the order that I see you on the screen. It's Jorgen, then Jose, and then Mikkel, and then Min, then Sabrina, and then Shinue. I'm going from left to right on my screen. Jorgen, the first word is?
Yes. Fundamental. If something is described as
Fundamental.
fundamental, it is essential.
It is essential. Good. That's not the first word, though. That's the third word. The first word is the one to the left of that. Jose, by the way, you're absolutely right. It's essential. Jose, say the word
Yes.
to the left. The very first word on the left side.
In the left side, footage.
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 Yeah, not age. Age. Footage.
Footage. Footage.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Footage.
Okay. You can, as you read these out, start to look through the definitions, see if you can match them up. But first I want to hear just the pronunciation, okay?
Footage.
Mikkel, the second word on the left, bottom left. Mikkel?
Sorry, the second fundament, but on the bottom, backup, or
Good. Backup. Repeat. Backup.
backup.
Good. Not app, but up. Back up.
Backup.
That's it. That's it.
Backup.
Mr. Min, the fourth word below fundamental is, can you say that word for me?
Fundamental
Below that one?
and unanimous.
Almost. Unanimous. Unanimous.
Unanimous.
That's it. That's it. Okay? Start to look over the definitions, because we're going to go back over these in just a second. Sabrina, the next word, the fifth word.
Buzz.
Okay, excellent. Shinue, the next one, the sixth word.
Officiate.
Officiate. Officiate.
Officiate.
A little more smooth. Officiate.
Officiate.
Good, but you're pausing. You're saying officiate. There's no pause. Say shiate. Shiate. Good. Officiate.
Officiate.
It's better. Yeah, it's better. Very good.
Officiate. Officiate.
Excellent. Jürgen, the 7th word.
Yes. Scrutinize.
Excellent. Good pronunciation. Scrutinize.
Scrutinize.
The 8th word, Jose.
The 8th word. Vilify.
Good guess. Not right, though. Good guess. Vilify.
Vilify. Vilify.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like the word villain.
Vilify. Okay.
That's it. Mikkel, the 9th word.
Pitch.
That one's easy, right?
Yes.
Mr. Min, the 10th and final word.
Chuckle.
Chuckle. Good. Very good. If something is described as blank, it is essential. Oh, Jürgen, I think you did this one. Didn't you?
Sorry.
Jürgen, I think that you answered that one already, didn't you?
The fundamental.
Exactly. Number 1 is fundamental. Okay? So if you know the answer, shout it out.
Yes.
Number 2, if you blank something, you examine it carefully. Who knows it?
Scrutinize.
Scrutinize.
Scrutinize. That's it. That's it. Number 3, a blank is a lively, positive feeling. Ooh, this one's a little more tricky. A blank is a lively, positive feeling.
A buzz.
A buzz, yeah, there's a buzz. A buzz means like electricity. There's an electricity in the air, there's a buzz in the air. Okay, it could also refer to sound. 4, referees blank at football matches. What do?
Officiate.
Officiate is correct. Number 5, a blank is a flat area of ground on which the sport is played. Oh, that's easy.
Footage.
Nope.
Pitch.
Pitch. Right.
Sorry.
You're thinking, well, your feet go there. If your feet go there, it must be footage. But unfortunately, no. It's pitch. Number 6, if you blank someone, you criticize them very strongly. Criticize very strongly, especially in a way that is unfair.
Vilify.
Vilify. Very good. 7, blank is extra support or help. Extra, that's the key word. Something that is extra.
Backup.
Backup is correct. I need some backup. You see that in cop TV shows. Call for backup. Number 8, blank is a film, a particular subject or event. It doesn't have to be film. It could be video. I don't know why they say film.
This is footage. Yeah.
This is footage, right?
Yeah.
Because film was measured in feet. Therefore, it's footage. There is no more film, so we don't measure it that way, but we still call it footage. Footage on reels. Those big circles with film that you put inside a camera were called reels. And the reels were measured in how many? Footage. Number 9, if people are blank about something, they all agree about it.
Unanimous.
Unanimous is correct. That's it. That's it. Last one. A blank is a quiet laugh.
Chuckle.
A chuckle. Good
Chuckle.
words. Good words. Let's do it. Let's find out about how these people prepare for their jobs and whether this article is missing some key information about the political side of things, because I suspect it is, but you decide. Okay? Let's each take a paragraph. Okay? why don't we go backwards this time? Let's start with Mr. Shinyue. Can you take the heading and the first paragraph for us? Then Sabrina, then Min, then Mikkel, then Jose, and then Jorgen. Go for it, Shinyue.
You asked me to read the first paragraph.
And the heading as well. Yes, the heading on top as well.
Reading. Meet the new man in black. Training to make a Premier League tough calls.
Like this. Training to make the Premier League, tough calls. Tough calls means difficult. Difficult decisions. Tough calls are difficult decisions. So therefore, you have to put those two words together. Training to make Premier League tough calls.
Training to make a Premier League tough calls. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it. We're listening.
Why do it? The elite football referees of the future smile when you ask them this question. They say that criticism of referees has increased so much that some former referees have started to complain about standards. That's quite significant. That's quite significant because when you talk to referees, it's obvious that supporting each other through thick and thin is fundamental.
Excellent. Look at the pronunciation of that word in the chat window and say it for me one more time.
Can you pronounce that again?
So when you see this symbol, it's an E.
E.
Right? So elite.
Elite.
That's it. So I'm going to try to use the IPA symbols to get you used to them. And it's a little hard to read, but you can see the first syllable is A, because it's got an A and an I. Then there's an L, and there's an I with two dots. That's the E sound. And, okay, but that's it. That's it. Excellent. Perfect. Sabrina, keep going.
So, why do they do it? Why spend hundreds of hours driving up and down the country? Why enforce rules, some of which inevitably upset people? Why try to climb the ladder until you get the chance to make decisions on television in front of millions of people who scrutinize you and your ability, helped by many different camera angles and slow motion replays?
Replays.
Right.
So the stress is on the first syllable. Replays. So this article starts off with some questions to get you to think. Do they have an easy job? According to Amy Lawrence, the writer of this article. What do you think, class? She's asking you these questions to get you to think about their jobs because there's been some very big controversial decisions made where people felt that they weren't really watching the game, basically. And so this article comes out of that background. So what do you think? According to the author, do they have an easy job? What's your opinion? Hello, anyone?
What's your question?
I don't understand the question too. No.
What did you hear me say? I want to just make sure that it wasn't the way I asked the question. Did you hear the question that I asked? Just say it back to me.
Yes, we heard the question, but I don't understand the question. Sorry.
So, do they have an easy job? That's the question? But I'm asking it according
No.
to the
No, not
author.
They have a difficult job.
And in what way do you think?
It's difficult to be a referee because everybody don't like you. I don't believe you earn a lot of money to do this. And you need to, in the article they said, you go to other countries, other cities to be referee, and it's difficult. I agree. Come on, it's very difficult.
Yeah, they talked so far about driving up and down the country. And so one thing is that it's physically difficult to get to the games. You're on the road all the time. Yeah. Besides that, everyone scrutinizes you. Remember that key word? Everyone scrutinizes you. Who is scrutinizing the referees? Who is everyone? Who is scrutinizing?
Everybody?
Everybody like who?
The
The
audience.
The audience, yeah.
yeah,
In
Yeah,
the
this is the
studio.
audience.
Million
Exactly.
of people in the stadium.
In the stadium, and people on TV. If it's
People
a big
on
game,
TV. Mm.
exactly. People watching TV, the news shows about the game. So,
Mm.
my God, who would want to do it? That's the question that she's asking.
Mm.
It makes you think. Mr. Min, can you take paragraph 3 for us?
Yes. You might get an answer from the page of Lee Schwabe moments after he blows the final whistle of a 2-1 win for Grimsby over Woking.
Grimsby and Woking. Grimsby.
Over Woking. A match at level 5 of the English league system. He gets what on referees hopes for every time they referees a match. 22 handshakes. He explains afterwards proudly, symbolically, a full set of handshakes plus a well done from both managers represents maximum satisfaction. The boost, as he calls it, of a game that passes smoothly is something he loves. I wouldn't spend so much time away from my family if this didn't mean the world to me.
Excellent. So now we've got a reason why they do what they do, actually, in this paragraph. So it's something personal. They just love the game and it's a personal thing, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Mr. Min, look at the 2 words I wrote in the chat window, and I put the IPA symbols there for you. Can you repeat those 2 words for me?
Whistle.
Almost. Whistle.
Whistle.
With an S, not a sh, but a s. So listen to me. Whistle.
Whistle.
Okay, it's better. A little bit more S. A little bit more. Soul.
Whistle.
Okay, it's almost there. It sounds a little bit more like a sh instead of a s. Okay, but it's not bad. And try the next one. Represent.
Represent.
Oh, sorry, one more time, Min.
Represent.
Good. Now here, the S is a Z, and you can see what I wrote. P-R-I-Z-E-N-T. So it's Zent.
Zen.
Perfect.
Represent.
That's it. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's keep going. Mr. Mikkel, can you take number 4 for us?
Suave is one of a group of referees that is highly regarded by the Professional Game Match Official Limited. PGM
Limited. Good,
Limited.
good.
PGMOL. So he knew he was being watched at that match. PGMOL's chief, Mike Rulli, was in attendance along with his colleague Steve Dunn, watching every significant move the officials make.
Okay, very good. Look at the word that I wrote. Notice the ending of that word, Mikkel.
Matched. What?
Matched.
Sorry. Matched.
That's
Watched.
it. Yeah, watched. Well, it was watched, yeah.
Watched.
Yeah, but it's the same with matched.
Yeah.
Watched, matched.
Watched.
So after CH, ED equals a T.
Okay. Watched.
Perfect.
Watched.
Excellent, excellent. We're on to Mr. Jose for number 5.
Okay. A few weeks earlier, Riley, Dan, and another former referee, Peter Jones, made their way to another level 5 match to watch another young referee, John Brooks. I hope to have the opportunity to get promoted to the Premier League and officiate some of the top games in this country, Brooks says.
Excellent. Now, just one thing. I lost my page. Hold on a second. One thing. Sorry. It's a little bit hard to copy and paste. There we go. Say this word for me. And look at the pronunciation. Look
Young.
again.
Young.
There
Young.
you go. That's it.
Young. Okay.
That's it.
I see the symbols.
Yeah. That last symbol, which looks like an N, it has a hook on the end.
Yes.
So that shows you pronounce it through your nose. It's a nasal sound. Young.
Okay.
Young.
Young.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay? Very good, very good. So, we're on our way here. Back to Mr. Jorgen for number 6.
Yes. What number paragraph? Okay.
Paragraph 6, top
Yes.
of page 7.
Unfortunately, all the PGMOL delegations saw was the way Brooks handled the difficult situation of cancelling the match because of a frozen pitch. It is all part of the experience Brooks needs to acquire before he is trusted with more important games. The different problems that need dealing with. Often clubs are very reluctant to have a last postponement, particularly when they have to pay all the staff who have come but will not receive any gate money.
That's right. So, this is an example of a tough call, isn't it? Remember we had that word tough call? Oh, I wrote touch, sorry. It should be tough. What was the tough call that he had to make here, Jorgen? Is it clear?
Yes, he had to call the match off because of a frozen pitch.
Yeah. Call off the match or call the match off. Exactly. And that's pretty difficult because there's a lot of money at stake, isn't there?
Yes.
So this is part of what they're saying. There's this whole, when I read this article, what strikes me, tell me if you agree, is that there's a whole, just like football players who go through the low-level teams and they work their way up. Referees do basically the same. It's kind of interesting. It's not obvious when you watch the game that there's a whole training they have to go through, working their way up the level.
It's a career in itself, I guess.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's not something that the ordinary spectator is aware of. because he's he's more or less a man that has no life. He's just one that calls the shots when something happens on the field. It is the player that are described in newspapers and that the spectators know. They don't really know about the life of the referee. He's seldom. There was an exception, a Danish referee who was very famous a few years ago. They wrote about him a lot, but he was also one
who
of
was that?
Danish referee. I can't remember his name.
Ah,
But he was one of the best in the world, perhaps the best referee there was. And they chose to write something about him that was an exception to the rule that referees do not get newspaper time. I can't remember his name though, but he managed to participate in some of the best matches in the World Soccer Tournament. But he was praised all over the world as one of the best referees there ever was.
see if you can get a link for us if you can find it.
Yes.
I'll definitely look it up. All right, we're almost there. We're going to talk about this in about 3 minutes or so until when we finish. Let's go back to Mr. Shinue for number 7, please.
Number 7. Teacher, can you hear me?
Yep, go for it.
Number Brooks phoned his coach for advice and made the difficult but correct decision. A little later, the football club secretary arrived with envelopes to pay the officials for their team. The match fee at level 5 is £95, so it is clear that these men do not do it for the money.
£95. And imagine,
95
yeah, that's it. And imagine how much you earn in a week. Are there matches every single day? If there were, fine, but I have a funny feeling that they're not working every single day. Uh-oh, I just lost my article because I clicked on your link, Jorgen.
Okay. Yes.
I meant to put it in a new place, but anyway, I clicked on your link. Is he on this list?
No, he isn't. He should be actually because he was the most famous. But I don't think it's not one of him. But there are 2 other Danes, Peter Mikkelsen and Kim Milton Nielsen also. But he's not on this list.
This is the guy that you can't forget because he's pretty distinctive.
Yes, the Colina. Yes, Italian. Yes.
I didn't know that he was Italian. But I of course I recognize him. He kind of stands out. He looks like a mythical creature. Let me get my article back on screen. There we go. And I'll take a look at the link in just a minute. So let's get this back on screen. Sorry, lost my place, everyone. Give me just a second. And of course, it's going to take a half an hour to load the page. Oh, geez. Give me a second. Okay, what? Let's close that because I can't open 2 at the same time. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Almost there. Okay, we're on Mr. Bin. Sorry. Okay, Mr. Bin, number 8. Go for it.
Yes. Brooks, like Schwabe, has clear ambitions to progress.
To progress.
He knows that dealing with disappointments is a big part of that. How does he feel watching football on TV when referees get vilified? Not right, he admits. I do sometimes, which people understood the time and effort we put in. It's very easy to criticize a decision, but we do
Uncomfortable.
everything to try to get this decision right. In certain situations, you are going to be unpopular with unpopular, but if you are uncomfortable with that, you are probably in the wrong work job.
Okay, very good. Repeat this word for me. Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
That's it. So notice that we don't say all of the syllables. We drop one of them. Not uncomfort. Not uncomfort. Oh my God, I can't even say it the wrong way. Uncomfortable. Too many syllables. Uncomfortable. We say it like that. Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
That's it. Uncomfortable. One more time. Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
I don't hear the F. You gotta go f, like football.
Yes. Uncomfortable.
Okay, it's much better. You're still adding an extra syllable because it's not uncomfortable. I'm still here. Uncomfortable. It's not fortable. It's just so you take the OR and you take them out. Imagine that it's spelled not Fortable. Imagine it's spelled Ftable. Take out the OR. Okay? Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Absolutely perfect. You did it, Mr. Min. You did it. Okay, excellent. And Mr. Mikkel, number 9?
The former referees agreed that the backup, education, and tools that today's referees have is very different from what they experienced in their own days. Really, as a young referee, bought himself books on psychology and nutrition, as there was no information on offer to him at all.
Keep going, because these are short. So one more. Keep going.
Experience.
Experience. That's
Experience. Good.
it. I want to hear the X.
Experience.
Perfect.
Experience.
Perfect. One more paragraph, Mikkel, because these are short. One more.
Contrast this with Brooks, who has a coach he can call. They consult weekly, discuss how his games have gone, study footage of key decisions, and work out how to improve. He also has the support of a sports psychologist, Liam Slack, for regular guidance and an exercise regime to help him handle the 11 kilometers he runs during a game.
Mm-hmm. And this word again, please?
Decision.
Decision. It's a j sound. Decision. Not z like zebra, but j like measure. Decision. That's it. That's it. Perfect.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, last paragraph, Mr. Jose, number 11.
Okay. Brooke says psychology is vital in his development. One of the things we have talked about is forgetting decisions and moving on. He explains, there are a big decision to make in the first 30 seconds of the game. Once you have made that, you need to stay focused for the next
Focused.
focus
Not you, but focused.
focus for the next 89 minutes, or not be wondering whether that was correct or worrying about that decision.
Liam?
Liam has taught us some
There's no ch. It's taught. Good.
Has taught us some techniques for getting that decision. Working with the sports psychologist is really important for mental toughness.
Okay, and there's a little paragraph here. So, Jorgen, sorry, there's one more I forgot about. Can you take the last one for us, please?
Toughness.
That's good. Toughness, yeah.
Yes.
Last one, Jorgen, number 12?
Yes. On the subject of technology, the 3 former referees are unanimous in their support of it. We are all in favor of anything that makes the referee's job better and makes them more effective on the pitch, says Riley. Minimizing mistakes is the aim. After all, a bad decision can stick with you for a while. The rest of your life, adds John with a chuckle.
A little chuckle. Does that surprise you, that last paragraph?
No.
No?
Because you have the verdict of the spectators, and it comes swiftly and hard. And everybody agrees that if a referee, he made our team lose, and it's something you cannot forgive. So.
But does it surprise you that they're in support of video? Doesn't it say that about on the subject of technology, the 3 former referees are unanimous in the support of it? So to me, that means they're okay with instant replay. That's what I think.
Yes, that would certainly make them sleep better at night, I believe, because they could always say, well, the video shows this and that, and then it's up to someone else, technicians, to say to see the details on the video and say if the ball was in or outside, because sometimes it's a matter of centimeters or how the camera is positioned. So.
But what if they're wrong?
In tennis, they use it a lot in tennis when the ball is outside. They use it.
But then, why do you need a referee? Why don't you just use a camera? In tennis? What's the purpose of a referee then?
But in soccer, it's a contact sport, and the referee is also there to make sure that the players don't get become too hot-headed and start attacking each other, and sometimes it really goes. They really are quite hot-headed, and he is there to make sure that everything goes smooth.
Goes smoothly.
Yes, and there's also of course the situations where a man can see things that a camera would not be able to detect. But I remember in the World Soccer final in 1966. Mm-hmm. There was an incident where Germany played towards England, and the ball was I can't remember if it was in or out, but there was certainly a clear mistake.
What happened?
Well, I think it was the British. I can't remember if the Germans scored and it was not being reckoned, or it was the English who scored and it was. But the Germans was cheated for a goal, and I believe they lost the match because of it. And I even believe that the referee said something about someone said that the referee had alluded to the war afterwards, and that is appalling if it was true. I don't think it's true though, but it was only 21 years after the war.
People say a lot of things.
Yes, but it's a story, that people remember, and well, it's sad. It's sad in one respect. I think they should have cameras to show the goal line always, especially in the big matches, because it's too sad when a good tournament ends in a way that people feel that they have been cheated by the referee.
Yeah,
because
but
there's simply too much to stake. You know, people may have dedicated the whole summer vacation to go to this final, and then if some referee mistake destroys it, that is too painful. So it's better to have cameras so that everybody knows, was the ball in or was it out.
mhm. Mr. Mikkel, do you think that the game would be better or worse if referees were only there to break up fights? Let's imagine an extreme example. Do you think it would make the game better or worse? We had cameras everywhere, and referees were there just to stop people from headbutting each other.
I don't understand very well. If they have cameras to help to take decisions, this is your.
Not to help, but imagine that the cameras were the decisions, and the referees were there only to stop people from hitting each other. That was it. Imagine that's the new rules. Do you think the game would be better or worse?
But behind the camera has to be somebody to take the decision, because camera can decide, no? So
Well, if you have enough cameras, then yeah, you could. Imagine you had cameras 360 degrees around the field.
but
So-
I can imagine a good system an automatic system to decide or to take all the decisions that you have to decide in a game. No? I think that is totally necessary the referee.
So-
in a
So
football
we
game.
still need a human being there making decisions in real time, is what you're saying. Yeah?
Yeah,
Yes, a referee also can he can see if someone did something in malice or it was an accident, because he can read the body language of the players. So
Yeah.
he can see if one player is angry at another player, and he can sense something is going to happen. And then he will step in and say, you know, what you did was not an accident. And you know, he has a camera would never be able to read the body language and feel the tension between two players, because often some player does something about to someone, and then the other one he retaliates later, and you know, and
Pretty much in every game that
say
happens.
things and try to keep them cooled down. A camera would never do that, but a camera can be used afterwards to see something that the referee didn't see at all, because sometimes a player hits another player and the referee is looking the other way, and then the players simply start to shouting and what was going on, and then they have to show it on the camera. So there are all kinds of situations happening.
What was I going to say? Should that be a full-time job? Because right now, I guess it's full-time, right? You're a professional referee. Because I'm saying more supported than it is, or do you think it's really a part-time venture? Right now, it seems like it's part-time.
But
By the way, I'm talking to all of you. You can all chime in here. Right now, correct me if I'm wrong. Right now, it's not a full-time job. You just go to matches because you love
perhaps
it.
it's a
Right?
good thing that it's not a full-time job, because a referee also has to be a person who communicates well with people and like have a broad insight in dealing with people. And a job outside, like a teacher or something, that can perhaps help him. If it's a full-time job, he might be a little too. You turn out to be like a dictator, perhaps. And I think it's a good thing that a judge, that a referee is able to cope with a lot of people in diverse situations, like a teacher, and
Yeah, it's a
because then
good. It's a good
he comes
point.
on the pitch with something that he has experienced. If he's only a referee, he might begin to think too highly of himself as a untouchable dictator or something like that.
So, in other words, we bring something to the
Yes, he
profession.
brings something onto the pitch.
Okay.
Sometimes a smile or a body language or something. I think Peter Mikkelsen, he was very good at smiling at the other players. He had some kind of skill in trying to keep the players calm and in good spirit. The way he made things go smooth by his personality and his what do you call it, surplus. He had the extra energy. So.
Chinue, you're right. We're out of time. We've got to stop here. Before I go,
Okay.
just quickly, take a look here. I've got some exercises for you to do, and I will put the answers at the end of the document. It's not there, but I'll put it there. If I forget, send me a message and remind me. Okay, but you can try that to expand your vocabulary a little bit. Okay, good vocabulary in this, interesting topics. And I'm going to try to pick the most interesting class or article I can every week at this time in our Hot Topics class. But if you have a suggestion, send me a message and we'll turn it into a class as well. I'll be back for the business class. We're going to do our big end of the unit speaking activity, a realistic simulation of a situation where you have to convince people to adopt a new system or service at work. Stick around for that in just a minute, and I'll be back for 2 hours tomorrow for speaking skills, idioms, animal idioms. Ooh, exciting. And a great reading class in the second hour, business reading about airlines. Okay, great discussion, everyone. Try the exercises on your own, and stick around for the business class in about 30 seconds from now. Bye for now, everyone.
Yes,
See you
bye-bye.
soon.
bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.